This is why you should never take business advice from anyone that works by themselves. Because if you have never done it, how the hell are you gonna help me? I have never met a successful entrepreneur that had a successful exit that does anything by themselves. I want you guys to think about this question if I asked you. When you plan on growing next year, how much do you plan on growing? We asked 5,000 business owners this question. What answers do you think we got back? Any ideas? Some people picked a percentage. Some people picked a dollar amount. 42% said they'd like to stop declining. Now, when we went to the people that picked a percentage, we asked a follow-up question. When you picked that percentage, how did you determine what that percentage was? And there was 3 answers. The first answer was it's what we've done in the past. The second answer is it's what we've always wanted to do. And the third answer is it's what we were told by somebody else we should be able to do. When we asked people the dollar question, how many dollars do you want to grow? It was the same answer. It's what we always wanted to do. It's what we were told we should be able to do, or it's what we told what the opportunity was, or it's what we've done historically. So what that told us is that as entrepreneurs, 99% of us make a decision based on what we've done historically. You guys get this? This is the problem, because what you did historically is because you sucked at what you're doing. Do you get that? Or you've surrounded yourself with mediocrity. Your accountant telling you, well, the average business grows at 10%. That means over 7 years, you'll double. Oh, that sounds good. It's already hard enough to be 2 million, so to go to 4 is probably hard. And you start rationalizing. And then you go to your lawyer and you tell him, hey, I want to go buy this business to grow faster. Like, oh, you know, the risk associated with buying a business is just too risky. It's so risky, I would never do it. Of course you wouldn't. You never did. You're a freaking lawyer. Like, you charge by the hour and you work by yourself. This is why you should never take business advice from anyone that works by themselves. Anybody ever hire a consultant? Nobody in this room has ever hired a consultant. Okay, first question I like to ask a consultant is, how big's your team? Because when they come in and tell you how they can help you blow their business up, my question to them is, what's the biggest thing you've ever built? How many employees, how much revenue, how much profitability? Because if you have never done it, how the hell are you gonna help me? And I can promise you something. Ken is up here speaking and he has somebody with him. Tommy is here speaking and he has people with him. Here's the one thing I know about successful entrepreneurs. I have never met a successful entrepreneur that had a successful exit that does anything by themselves. You understand that? Why would anybody go back to building a business by themselves when they built through a team? It's the hardest part of having a business. And if you had the confidence that you could do it, especially if I'm training other people to do it, shouldn't I represent that in what I'm doing? So this is like, you have to own that future self 10-year perspective, because if you don't own it, everyone else, Grant wrote a book called Sell or Be Sold. You're either selling based on what you love doing and what you're not gonna do, or you're being sold somebody else's I don't wanna do or I love doing list. And that list may not take you to where you want to be. So the only person that can own that domain of where you're gonna be in 10 years is who? And if you're uncertain or unspecific about that, how likely is it anybody's gonna help you? High or low? Exactly. It's an algorithm. Everything's an algorithm. What you think is what you say is what you do is what you're known for.